This bush is full of noises, so all the time, each time I hear a noise I wanna look, maybe someone is fucking attacking me or something. What's up everyone? Today we're doing 5 tips or things you can do to up your event photography game. So let's just get to a more suitable location, shall we? Ooh, yes, I think this is more appropriate to what I actually want to talk to you about today. So basically what I want to do is I just want to give you 5 quick tips. This is only my opinion. If you are an event photographer yourself, please share your tips down in the comments. Let's have a chat and see where we can help each other out. First of all, when I speak about event photography, I mean mountain bike events, those sort of events. Maybe it will work for weddings as well, but mainly for action sports events. Let's start with tip number 1. Know your camera inside out. You have to be able to operate your camera with your eyes closed. If it's a dark lit room, you need to know where to change your ISO. You need to know how to change your aperture. You need to know how to set to continuous shooting mode. You need to know how to change the self timer. You need to know those settings by hand and change it without even looking at the camera. Because I'm telling you, if you're standing in front of a client and you are struggling with the keys and struggling where to find this and that just looks unprofessional. Tip number 1, learn your camera, know it inside out. So tip number 2, if it's a cycling event you are shooting or running event, make sure you know the route beforehand. You can get it on the GPS, it's much better. Beforehand you do a route scouting. If you can ride the route of the car, do it. Search for places where you can actually take nice photos. And if you can, for the same time of day that the event is going to be, so you can know where the sun might be and you can really look for those perfect shots. So tip number 2, get the route beforehand, know where it's gonna happen, and I can promise you, your shots, everything that day will just run much smoother. Brings us to tip number 3. This is a difficult one. We all want to travel light, but we all want to take everything with us. Like for instance, on Saturday I wanted to take a long exposure shot, but I couldn't because I didn't have my tripod with. If you can travel with your tripod, take it with. Even a monopod might work as well. So that's number 3. Travel light, but try to take everything with you that you will need. Don't pack unnecessary stuff that you're not gonna need, because a tripod, you will always use a tripod. You can take a gorilla pod as well, but I would suggest a decent tripod you can actually set the height. Especially if you do events, oh, this wind is bad. Especially if you do events like mountain biking events, the surface is always uneven, so get yourself a proper tripod. I know it's boring expenditures, a tripod, but we all need one, a decent one. And that brings us to number 4. Tip number 4. You don't have enough footage or photos, I promise you. You're gonna get back in the editing room, you're gonna start rating those pics in Lightroom, and you're gonna start flagging them one by one, and you're gonna get to the end of the photos and you're gonna say filter by rated, and you're gonna think, oh my soul, 10% of all the photos I took actually looks decent. I took 1,000 shots. After the rating's done, there's only 100 you can choose from. There's only 100 you can start editing, cropping, and do your work. What am I saying? Take photos. Guys, take a lot of photos, a lot of footage, a lot. The ones you don't use, especially footage you don't use, you can always use to upload to Blackbox. So tip number 4, take more photos. You don't have enough. That brings us to tip number 5. 5 is actually important tip, and this is to not be shy, especially in the video aspect of things, because walking around with your Steadicam, with your camera, and you know what they say, the funnier the look, the better the footage. And that's true, because you need to walk funny in order to get the smoothest video. Tomorrow, when you're doing the editing and you don't have those shots, and you don't have enough footage, they aren't gonna bail you out. You're gonna bail yourself out by taking enough photos, taking enough videos, and doing it properly. So that's tip number 5. Don't be shy. You're getting paid for this. You're there to make the client happy, not the people you're taking photos of. But guys, thank you. I came all the way out here to do these tips for you. It's 12 midday. I did take lunch, so I'm here legally, not illegally. I'm allowed to be here. Either way, did it just for you, friends. I hope you found the tips useful. I'm sorry for the wind noise. It must have been disturbing because it's quite hectic. But guys, give it a like if you like these kind of tips. If you have any tips that you can share with me, please drop it in the comments below. And leave a subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Push that bell if you haven't. And no, it's down there, sorry. I'll see you not next week, tomorrow. Cheers.